Hey guys, in this video we'll be talking about Abraj from the Spirit of Dubai. Spirit of Dubai is a niche house from Dubai, as the name suggests. Most of the offerings from the house have that Middle Eastern style of perfumery, which is those very strong, potent, nuclear projecting fragrances. But here with Abraj, different from the other offerings from the house, Abraj is very different from the other offerings from the house. Why? This one doesn't smell like a Middle Eastern perfume. It doesn't have that Middle Eastern style of perfumery. This one is not a nuclear performer. It doesn't have nuclear projection. It's not a strong fragrance. This one is more subtle, it is smoother, more subtle, lighter. But don't get me wrong, this one still has excellent performance, great longevity, and projects very well. However, like I said, this one smells nothing like the other offerings from the house and doesn't have that Middle Eastern style of perfumery. Other offerings from the house like Bahar, Turaf, Diwan, Majalis, they're kind of common fragrances there in Dubai. Like if you go to the mall, it's like the type of fragrance everyone wears. Everyone. Most people, that's the type of fragrance everyone wears. However, Abraj is very different. It's not a common type of perfume there. So a lot of collectors from the UAE, they enjoy Abraj more than the other offerings from the house. They tend to like Abraj more because it is different. It is different, more unique, and it grabs more attention, even though it's not a loud fragrance. So let's talk more specifically about Abraj now. So I'll start with the presentation. Here's the box for Abraj. Very nice. This frame is this is a metal frame. Very nice. Here's the box opened. Here you have this this thing shows like all the other fragrances from this collection, and it gives a brief description about each fragrance. And inside you have this kind of wallet, which the fragrance comes inside. This is cushy. This is perfect to bring the fragrance on a vacation, on a travel with you. So the bottle has no chance of breaking or cracking. Really, really nice. Very different. So here's the bottle. I think the bottle looks amazing. I really like it, very luxurious, worth of the price tag. As you can see here on the top, you have some Swarovski crystals. Really, really nice. So let's talk about the smell of Abraj. I'm not gonna talk about the notes, guys, because fragrances from Spirit of Dubai, just like Raja, for example, they have a lot of notes. This one has like 30 notes or more. So if you wanna look at the notes, just search on Fragrantica. So it has a lot of notes. You can even pick up and differ all the notes here by smelling it. So talking about the smell here, this one, the opening here is very similar to Creative Ventus. This is for sure inspired by Creed Aventus. However, they're not the same, of course. This is an inspired fragrance. I would say this one smells about 70% similar to Creed Aventus. However, in my opinion, I would say this is a more refined and more luxurious version of Aventus with higher quality of ingredients. More refined and more elegant version of Aventus. But the opening here, I definitely get a lot of pineapple. The pineapple here, like I said, to me, of higher quality than in Aventus, more natural smelling. So I get a lot of the pineapple here. I get a little bit of bergamot. I get a lot of rose. And I get this incensey, smoky quality. But the smokiness here is much better than in Aventus, in my opinion. It's more subtle, smoother, much more pleasing. It is a very pleasing type of smokiness here. So you have this smoky pineapple with a touch of bergamot, rose, and some woodiness. I also get a good amount of vanilla here. I'd say there's much more vanilla here than in Aventus. I barely get the vanilla in Aventus, to be honest, but I get a good amount of vanilla here. So this fragrance is classified as a Oriental Chypre woody aromatic. But to me, what best describes this fragrance, it is a fruity, woody, fresh fragrance. So in the opening, like I said, smoky pineapple with a touch of rose, a touch of vanilla, a little bit of amber, and a little bit of musk. Delicious smelling, very, very pleasing, very elegant, luxurious, refined, sophisticated. So you get this opening with some similarities to Aventus, and as the fragrance develops, the woodiness starts to come out more and more. So I'd say this Aventus-like opening, it stays for about 5 to 6 hours. But from the beginning until the end of the life of the fragrance, like I said, as the fragrance develops, you keep getting more woodiness as the time passes. So you have this Aventus-like opening until the 5 to 6 hours mark. Then after that, you get to the end of the dry down. And at the end of the dry down, you get something similar to Invasion Barbar from MDCI. At the end of the dry down, you get a lot of woodiness here. You have this woody, smooth, creamy base. Delicious, just like the opening. The dry down is delicious as well. I really like the dry down here. A lot of fragrances have an amazing opening, but they're very boring at the dry down. However, with this one, I think the dry down is great. The opening is amazing. The dry down is really good as well. So, like I said, recapping it, smoky pineapple with rose, a little bit of bergamot, sweetness and creaminess coming from the vanilla, jasmine, musk, amber. You also get a little bit of patchouli here. But to me, like I said, what dominates here, what I get most is the pineapple, the smokiness, the rose, and the vanilla, and the woodiness. So fruity, fresh, woody, creamy, and a little bit sweet. Delicious smelling fragrance. So like I saw some people talking, what best describes this fragrance is a mix between Creed Aventus and Invasion Barbar. You get those two fragrances, you mix them together, and the result is Abraj. This is not 100% accurate, but it is the closest to the smell of Abraj, a mixture between Aventus and Invasion Barbar. So if you like Aventus and Invasion Barbar, I'm pretty sure you're gonna love this fragrance. But like I said, this is an amazing fragrance. To me, this is blind buy worthy if you want something for the hot weather. This is extremely versatile, more of a summer, spring fragrance, but can be worn year-round, no problem. But like I say, more of a summer, spring fragrance, can be worn during the day, during the night, casually or formally. Can be worn on the colder weather, like I said, but I recommend this one for the summer or spring, especially summer. For the colder weather, you have much better offerings from this house, like Turuf. I would recommend that one for the colder weather. But extremely versatile, guys. You can wear this to a date, to a bar with your friends, to a job interview, or you can wear this every day to your job, to the office, to a wedding, to a party, anywhere really. It's amazing. Intimate situations, extremely versatile, really, extremely versatile. Like I said, this is very, very elegant, luxurious, and sophisticated fragrance. And it is also very sexy. And this will get you a lot of compliments, I can assure you that. This is a very high compliment getter. Amazing fragrance. Performance here, I got about 12 hours longevity. Projection is moderate to strong for the first 2 to 3 hours. And after that, until the 5 to 6 hours mark, it projects, has moderate projection. And after the 5 to 6 hours mark, it sits closer to the skin. Performance here is fantastic, just like all the other Spirit of Dubai fragrances. Performance is amazing, but like I said, this is not as strong and loud as the other Spirit of Dubai fragrances. This is much more refined, much more elegant and classy fragrance. This one doesn't have that Middle Eastern style of perfumery, like I said. Amazing fragrance, guys. Delicious smell here. This is a backup bottle worthy for me, for sure. Really, really, really good. If you want to smell like $1 million in the summertime, this is it. This smells extremely expensive. This smells like a millionaire, very successful and well put together guy. Smells exactly like $1 million. So like I said, if you want to smell like $1 million in the summertime, go for this one. So I'll give my final ratings for this fragrance. As for the scent, I'll give this a 9, maybe 9.5. As for the performance, a 9 for sure. And for the versatility, a 9, maybe a 10. Amazing fragrance, guys, like I said. Fantastic. If you can get your hands on this fragrance, go for it. You won't regret it. I really like it. Like I said, to me, this is much more refined and elegant version of Aventus. Like I said, they're not the same. They have their similarities. But like I said, what best describes this, mix Aventus with Invasion Barbar, this is what you get. Very close to that. So I forgot if I mentioned, but at the end of the dry down, you have this woody, creamy, a little bit sweet base. Vanilla with some woodiness. Sandalwood, vanilla, and some woodiness. Delicious base. I believe I already said that, but worth saying it again. This one is amazing from the opening to the end of the dry down, unlike a lot of other fragrances. So I hope you guys liked the video. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, share, and like. Thank you very much for watching. See you on the next one.